welcome to Overdrive. I'm Shereen. We've got a special treat lined up for you. Since its launch, the Audi R8 has carved a very special place for itself in the world of supercars. We've had the good fortune and the pleasure of driving the R8 and the R8 V10 Spider on some of the best roads in India. So when we got a chance to drive the 2013 spec R8 V10 Plus, we decided to send Shumi down to Misano to tell you what it drives like on track.
That's the podium at the Marco Simoncelli circuit in Misano, and I'm here to drive that, the new Audi R8 V10 Plus, the new top R8 there is. That's right, for 2013, Audi didn't just roll out updates to the R8 V8 and V10 coupes and the Spider, it also added a new flagship car they call the V10 Plus. And the story of the updates as well as the new car begins with the design. Visually, the big change on the R8 are the new headlamps and a little bit of a change to the grille. But this car is 50 kilos lighter than the last one, 12.5 of those coming from the new ceramic disc brakes alone. With 550 PS, the V10 Plus is the new flagship model, and they tell us it's significantly faster than the V10. Under the tautly stretched skin is a new Audi space frame that weighs just 210 kilos, with the Spider working around the loss of its roof with the addition of 6 kilos of bolstering further. For still more weight loss, Audi has replaced many of the panels inside and outside with new carbon fiber reinforced polymer or CFRP. And then comes the aluminum stuff like the new forged wheels and the new double triangle wishbones. And then on the V10 Plus, like I said before, there are the ceramic brakes which are standard and optional on the other models. Audi also updated their engines, both of which, the 4.2-litre V8 and the 5.2-litre V10, are more efficient and eco-friendly than before, and of course, they make more power. The Audi R8 will now offer 430 PS, while the V10 makes 525 PS. As usual, the engine is mounted just ahead of the rear axles for a mid-rear engine configuration, which brings to the car Audi's preferred 43/57 weight distribution front to back. What the R8 is supposed to feel like is a rear-wheel drive supercar, but obviously it's four-wheel drive. Only 15% of the torque actually goes to the front wheels most of the time. But when you run out of traction or talent, 15% more of torque can be sent to the front wheels to balance the car out, helping you keep it on the track, helping stave off the arrival of traction control, and making you look like a hero. And the car's ability to find traction was important at Misano because the weather on our day at the track was cloudy, a bit cold, and just wet enough for traction out there to be precious and hard to find. In fact, Audi's R8 Le Mans GT car was at the racetrack the same day. It was running wet tires because it was too wet for slicks, but they were overheating and sliding because it just wasn't wet enough for them to fully work. Not a day you'd like to be out there pushing your skills behind the wheel of a really fast car then. The way the power arrives on this car is quite something. Yes, it's a 550 horsepower car, so it couldn't possibly be slow, but seriously, just floor the throttle and it goes so fast. In the time that we've been talking, I've gone from 60 to 210 kilometers an hour on a wet, slippery racetrack that I'm not familiar with, and I cannot believe I would find the confidence to do this in something less secure than this. The secure feel of the R8 comes not only from the four-wheel drive system, which works rather well in these iffy conditions, but also from the engine and the car itself. The engine delivers its considerable power in a very smooth fashion, which actually belies the angry engine note when you're in sport mode. This makes the power easy to modulate, and triggering the electro nannies into saving your skin mode is harder to do no matter how fast you run out of talent. The car itself is responsive but just short of hair trigger, which means controlling it is less frantic and urgent than it should be, which in turn boosts your confidence. And let's not forget, there is another major upgrade in this car that has a major role to play in this. Apart from the tweaks and upgrades, the big change for this car is the new 7-speed twin-clutch automatic, and it really does make a difference. It's not like the old one was slow or incapable, but this one's quicker, and somehow you seem to arrive in a thicker part of the power band whenever you floor the throttle. It really makes the car more responsive, more tactile, and faster. The transmission is mounted behind the engine and is just 60 centimeters long, which is a bit of a feat. And the compact size is one of the reasons Audi had to make a completely new one to suit their needs, rather than just tweak a family twin-clutch gearbox into working with the R8's engines. And like the new Bentley Continental GT Speed, this gearbox can also jump from one gear to another without sequentially slotting into every gear along the way. Aggressive 7th to 5th type gear shifts are now possible, and they make the gearbox feel even more responsive when you're trying to go quickly. And when you're going quickly, unfortunately, time flies. I've just been told it is time for me to return the car to the pits. So appropriately enough, our time in Italy is over and we've got the colors of the Italian flag on us. There's the red car, the white shirt and the green walls of the pit lane at the Misano World Circuit. The car, as you know, as you've guessed by now, is quite a piece of work, and it's coming to India next year. Early next year is when it should turn up. Hopefully the V10 Plus will be part of the Indian lineup. The ceramic disc brakes are a minor cause for concern. No decision's been taken yet. The V10 will definitely come. As usual, the R8 is an awesome supercar. Not the most emotionally exciting of supercars, but probably one of the most practical supercars. I could imagine driving this every day in Mumbai to work. The ride quality is going to be a minor issue because our roads aren't very good, but honestly, you could just do it. In fact, if I had one, I might just do it.